Hello, everyone. Good morning, language warriors. Hello, hello, hello. It's 9:32 a.m. and it's Wednesday, September 13th. Good morning. No, I'm not playing music. I know how much you guys hate that. That was just an introduction. Don't worry. How's everyone doing? Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my live stream. This is Teacher Mark's Topic Wheel. We will start this very soon, in just a few minutes. And what is Teacher Mark's Topic Wheel? Well, you're going to come on stage and you'll answer questions and we'll practice talking. Well, thank you, Ahmed. Thank you. And thank you to everybody. I appreciate that. I like my music. Okay, let me see. I almost forgot. I got to bring up. There we go. Let's get my right web pages open. There we go. All right, so let's see. Who do we have? Hello, Yusra. Hello, Layla. Hello, Ahlam. And Amil Raleigh. Hello. Good morning, Tanya. Tanya, I saw you left me some messages. I haven't had time to read them yet, but I will. Hello, Ahad. Hello, Hannah. My allergies are not really great today, so I'm going to try not to cough too much, but whoops, my head feels full of stuff today. I woke up this morning and I felt like I had a cold. Hello, Belen. Good morning. Hello, Miguel. Good to see you again. It's always nice when I see regular people. You know, I like new people. I always like to meet new people, but learning is a community. Learning is a community. And it's really, really good when you feel like you're together, supporting each other in your learning. So yeah. What am I drinking? I drink iced coffee. Ah, Miguel, you're working right now. Hello, Alex. Was I on vacation? What do you mean, Alex? No, I didn't take any vacation. Where did my topic wheel go? One moment. Okay, now, did it keep my topic wheel or no? Let's see. I don't know if it did, but that's okay. Whatever it is fine. All right, well. Hunsup. The topic today is Teacher Mark's topic wheel. So what does that mean? It means that we're going to play a game where you come on my stage and you spin the wheel. Do you have anyone that you go to for advice? Like that, right? Okay, so you'll come on my stage and you will answer the questions. That's what we're going to do today. Flavia, are these live streams for free? Yes and no. I don't really know. You know, I don't know how it works for you. So I think you can watch for like 20 minutes for free. Is that right? How does it work? You guys tell me. I don't know. If you don't have a VIP subscription, how long can you watch the live streams? $2? Oh, well, that's not too bad. 2 hours each day? Huh. Well, that's not too bad for free. So there you go. Usually my live streams are about an hour and a half each. One live stream is an hour and a half, usually. Sometimes my live streams are 2 hours, and I do 2 of them. So I'm doing 3 or 4 hours. Andy says, but you have limited time in one room. I see. Yeah, I don't know, everybody. I'm sorry. I don't really know about how it works on your end of things. I only know how it works on my end of things. So I'm not really sure. But yes, I don't get paid, if that's what you mean. You haven't received any of my notifications. I don't know why, Alex. You should ask HelloTalk about that. Because I've been streaming. The time in my place is 9:40 a.m. 9:40 a.m. Amirali, you have to raise your hand and come on stage, and then I will push the button and spin it for you. Hello, Samaya. Yubi, if you want to come on stage and play the game, you can in a minute. Yeah, so Bellin says if you're VIP, then you can stay as long as you want. If you're VIP. Farah wants to know, can I speak Arabic? I can speak a few words, Farah. I don't know much, but I can probably say about 10 or 12 words. Yeah, Alex, that's probably what it is. If you haven't updated the app, then that's probably what it is. Yeah. Hello, Wilmer. Wilmer, today we are doing Teacher Mark's Topic Wheel, which means you come on the stage and you spin the wheel and answer questions. Okay? That's what we're going to do today. Here, let me get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? There it is. Boom. Hello, Canul. Thank you, Samaya. Flavia says, I am not VIP, but I watch as much as I want. Well, then lucky you, Flavia. Actually, I'm pretty sure there might be different rules depending on where you live. I'm not sure how they have it set up on HelloTalk. It might be that if you're in this country, you have to pay, but if you're in this country, you don't. I think that might be the case. It's a Chinese app, and I'm pretty sure if you're in China, you have to pay if you want to stay longer. And yes, yes, Edwin, yeah, that's true. There are certain places that can't watch live streams at all, which is weird. All right. Well, I think it's time for us to get started. It's time for us to get started. Let's get started and play Teacher Mark's topic wheel, shall we? All right. So, raise your hand if you want to come on the stage and spin the wheel. All right, we already have somebody here. Let's get Sophia. Sophia wants to come spin the wheel. Hello, Sophia.
Hello, Mark.
How are you?
Let me turn on my camera.
Okay.
There seems to be something wrong with my camera.
Do you want me to try to turn it on for you?
Yeah, you can turn it on for me.
Well, it's not working.
Something wrong with my setting.
Yeah, maybe in your settings, you might need to go to your settings in your phone and find the HelloTalk app in the settings, and then you have to tell it that you can use the microphone and the camera. Oh, we lost her. Come back, Sophia. Hello again.
Hello, Mark.
There she is. Hello.
Hello again.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to see you too. I followed you for a while.
Oh, well, thank you.
For a period of time.
I appreciate that.
This is my second time in your live streaming.
Well, great. So, are you ready to play the game?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do it. All right, here we go, everybody. Let's spin the wheel and see what the question is. What is your favorite holiday, Sophia? What is your favorite holiday?
What is my favorite holiday?
Yes.
I think it can be divided into two parts, depending on if it's a short holiday or it's a long holiday, you know.
Okay.
If it's a very short holiday, like 2 days, like our weekends, probably I would prefer staying at home and take some rest.
Okay. So here is why we play the game. So the question is, what is your favorite holiday? But you answered slightly differently, and there's a reason why you answered slightly differently. Because the word holiday has two different meanings depending on where you live. So, if you live in Europe or you live in the UK or Australia, the word holiday means a vacation or a break, like you're going to take a break, like you're going on a holiday, right? So you're going to France for a holiday, right? We don't say holiday like that in America. When we use the word holiday in America, the word holiday, do you know what the word holiday really means?
It means a trip?
Well, the original meaning, holiday, means holy day.
Holy day.
It's a holy day. So these used to be religious days. They were religious celebrations of some kind. Holy day. Holiday is a holy day. So, for example, Christmas is a holiday, right?
Oh, okay.
Halloween is a holiday. Okay, these are what we call holidays. A holiday means one special day that's a special occasion. In America, if we're going to go on a break, like taking a trip somewhere, we say vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Europe, they say, I'm going on holiday. In America, we say, I'm taking a vacation. So this question,
that's how it works for America.
Right. So this question is not asking you about where you'd like to go, like a long break or something. This question is asking, do you like Halloween? Do you like Christmas? Do you like Dragon Boat Festival? Do you like what is your favorite? Do you like Moon Festival? What is your favorite holiday?
Oh, okay. Because I'm from Chinese. My
Mm,
favorite holiday would be the Spring Festival.
Spring
You know the
Festival.
Spring Festival for
Sure,
our
of
Chinese?
course. Yeah. Why do you like Spring
Yeah,
Festival so much?
because it has firstly, it's very long.
It's
Because
very
we have,
long.
yeah, we will have uh, a week, a
Mm-hmm.
week of vacation in
Okay.
American
Yeah,
English.
right. Well, you can say a week break. A week break.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. A week
You
break.
can say vacation. You can say vacation. But if you're talking about work and work,
Mm-hmm.
your work wants to give you some time off because of a special holiday or something, then they will say we have a break from work or time off from work. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if it's the spring festival, then you can say we have 1 week off from work for spring festival. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how we describe it.
We can have 1 week leave for the
Yes,
Spring
that's right. One
Festival.
week leave, you can say that too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, good.
Yes. At the beginning of Chinese Lunar Year.
All right, well, good. Now,
Mm-hmm.
see, that's an important thing to learn because that's a very common mistake that's made in English. The word holiday in America, it almost always means one day. One, just one day. We're only talking about one day, whether it's Easter or Christmas or New Year's Day or Halloween or, something like that. Those are all holidays. Okay. And everybody has their own favorite one, right? Like maybe your favorite day is Veterans Day because you're a veteran, you're from the military, and so you like that day and you like to do barbecues on that day. And that's a holiday. But when we say vacation, vacation is when we take a break from work and usually we travel. We travel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not always, though. Sometimes we have another word. We have a word called staycation. Staycation is not a real word, but it basically means it's a vacation where you don't go anywhere, you stay at home. It's a
Yeah.
staycation,
Staycation.
right? So instead of going somewhere, you have a week off, you just stay home and relax, that's your staycation. Yeah. So,
Okay,
but
I think you explained Holy Day very well for me. I
right,
can
holy
remember it.
day is a good way to remember it because that is the real
Ah.
original meaning of the word. If you go back in history, that's what
Mm-hmm.
holiday means. Holy day. Yeah. And so now it makes a little more sense when you think about it. It makes, oh, well, yeah, it's one day, it's a holy day, and it's, yeah, okay, now I understand the meaning. But
Yeah.
somehow
Hmm.
the British turned that word into something a bit more. I'm not sure about why or how. I never thought about it until just now, but later I'll do a little research and see if I can find out why did the British start calling the word holiday more than one day? Like why did they start treating that word like it's a vacation? I don't know. I'm not British, so I don't know the answer to that one, right? But I'm pretty sure there's probably an answer, Almost always there's a reason why somebody decided to do it that way,
Yes.
So you just have to find out what it is, right? So,
Yes.
Sophia, do you want to answer one more question?
Yeah, of course. And
Okay,
I want to add a point. If
sure.
you use the word festival, maybe it's better for me to understand the meaning, which festival
Right.
is the most I love.
However, the word festival
Mhm.
is a little different in America too.
Two?
Yes,
Okay.
because in America we use the word festival a lot. We have many, many, many festivals, but festivals are
Such as,
not the same as holidays.
for example,
So a
what
festival,
kind of
it,
festivals
it
do you
could be
have?
a corn festival, it could be a pumpkin festival, it could be a
Music festival.
music festival. We have tons of music festivals. We have hundreds of
Yes.
music festivals, right? So there are food festivals. We have all kinds of festivals, right? So
Oh,
sometimes festivals are on holidays, right? So maybe you have a
yeah.
Halloween festival. But so sometimes they could be together, and you're right, they are similar because a festival is one special day usually, right?
Yes.
But a festival doesn't necessarily have any it might not be that special, right? Like it's a pumpkin festival, it's a corn festival. That's not like a religious day or something. That's just a, hey, we like corn, let's have a festival. Like, right? Like, so it's not quite the same. Holy day means really there's something special about that day, right? So
Mm.
a holiday is a special day. Festivals are special, but not as special.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, I can
Maybe
got it.
not quite as
Understood.
special. Yeah. But we have so many festivals in America. So many. All the time.
We too in China, we
Yeah.
have music festival, food festival,
Right.
and
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, so many
festivals are
kinds of
fun.
festivals.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Let's do one more question then. Okay. Let's see. All right. Spin the wheel. Resume. Spin it. Do
Do you
you
have
have
anyone?
anyone that you go to for advice?
Oh yeah, of course. I have a career mentor.
A career
Um,
mentor. Oh, well, that's cool. Not everybody has that.
yes,
That's
yes,
good. Yeah,
because
that's great.
I'm working as a headhunter. Do you know headhunter
I
or
do know
recruiter?
headhunter. Yeah. Yeah, a headhunter is
Yeah.
a funny name for a job, everybody. It means you're a recruiter. A headhunter,
Yes.
it used to mean you are a you kill people and you cut off their heads, and yeah, that's what you, but now a headhunter means when a company needs
Mhm.
some kind of specific worker. They really need like this person for this job.
Talent.
Right, a
Hmm.
specific kind of talent. That's when you get a headhunter who will find that specific talent for you. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Because
most
you
jobs,
use your head to work for a company or enterprise or a corporate, and corporate wants some, special head, and
that's
then we
right.
will hunt the heads for
That's
them.
right. That's what they're saying is they're hunting the brain. They want brains. Is they
Yes.
that's what they're saying is
Yes.
they want talent. And your brain is
Yes.
your talent, so the headhunter tries to find brain talent for a company. Yeah.
Yes.
And if you didn't know it, there was a famous band in America, Herbie Hancock and the Headhunters. And they were a really, really excellent band. So if you ever want to check out, if you like jazz music, if you're kind of like a jazz person, then you should check out the Headhunters. They're a
I
great band.
I will check it out in my music application.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. So tell me about your mentor.
Career mentor.
Yeah.
Yes. She's my leader or my boss, whom I reported to, but back in my first job, first position.
So how did you get
Yeah.
into this job? Like, I've always been curious. How does someone become a headhunter?
Okay, there's so much background stories to share. Um, Yes, I am very interested in interacting with people. I'm very interested in communicating with people and provide value for those guys' career development. And I think that might be very uh how to say, I can feel very powerful. I can feel very um valued. My work is very valued for me,
I
and I
just think
can give advice.
it's an interesting job because
Yeah, it's very interesting.
everyone is talented. It's just
Hmm.
they're talented in different ways for different things and different reasons, right? So I feel like really, I feel like being a teacher is being a headhunter
Hmm.
because that's what I'm doing is I'm trying to get everybody I'm trying to create talented brains, right? So
Yes,
so
yes.
the, part of my job is similar to yours. I have to look at a
Yeah.
student and see what talent do they have and how can I help them develop that talent, you know?
Yeah, you can motivate them.
Right. Right. And
Yes.
and it's important because when you're a teacher, every student is different. And some students will do really well in class and everything
Hmm.
is easy for them.
Hmm.
And there's another student in the class who doesn't do very well and things are not easy for them. But that student
Yes.
is just as talented as the other student. They just have different talents. And their
Yeah,
talent, yeah,
different talents.
right. So that's why I'm saying I kind of feel like being a headhunter and being a teacher, there's a similarity because I have to recognize talent and help people understand their talent and how to use it. And that's kind of
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
do too,
Me too.
Right.
Me
Yeah.
too. So we always say that there's no good talent or bad talent, good people or bad people, but just if he or she is fit for this job, for this position, for this role, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Yeah. It's kind of like being in a band. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
yeah,
like Ben very much.
well, I'm a musician, so of course.
Okay.
And when you're in a band, you can't work with just anybody. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have been playing in one I've been in many bands, but one of the bands I'm in, I've been playing with those guys for like 25 years, and
Such a long time.
yeah, and if one of those guys left the band, we couldn't just get somebody else to come in. It wouldn't work. It's got to be him. Chemistry. It's not the
Mm.
same. So, for example, there's a famous band named Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin was one of the greatest rock bands of all time in the 1970s. And when their drummer died in 1981, I think it was 1981, their drummer died.
Mm-hmm.
And they were
Mm-hmm.
the most famous rock band of all at that time. And their drummer died, and everybody thought,
Mm-hmm.
well, are they going to get a new drummer and keep going?
Uh-huh.
No,
Uh-huh.
they
But no.
no, they decided that's it, we're done. Because you can't it wouldn't be the same band anymore. It would not be the same band if you replace one person that way. So sometimes, a group of people has to be that group of people. It has to be, if it's not those people together, then it doesn't work. Talent is a very funny thing that way. Chemistry is important in talent because sometimes you can have a very talented person, but if they don't have the right chemistry for that project, then it's not going to work.
Yes, for that boss, for
Yeah.
that leader, for
Right.
that interviewer,
Exactly.
it's
Right.
not gonna work.
Right. So the guys that I work with, we might not be the best musicians in the world, but we're the best
Yes.
musicians that work together. Like we work together
Yes.
better than any other musicians could work together. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I can understand
it's
that.
kind of like driving a car. You have four tires, right? And you can replace the tire, but can you just get a tire from any car and put it on your car? No, right? Like you can't just like go take a truck tire and put it on your car and think, okay, no problem, this'll work. No, your car is not going to drive well, right? Yeah, you can't put a bicycle wheel on a car,
understand your
right?
example, but
Yeah.
actually, I don't think it's a very good example because we can always change our wheel, for
Well,
our cars.
you can change your wheels. That's right. But still, you have to choose the right wheel. The right part has to be replaced. If you try to replace the part with any part, it won't work and you might destroy the thing, right? So when you choose a replacement, you have to choose the right replacement. That's my point is, yeah, you can put any wheel on a car, but not every wheel is going to work. And that's what your job is. That's exactly what your job is. You can put anybody in a job, but not everybody is going to work. Not everybody, it's not going to always be a good match, Yeah.
Yes, we just have to find the best.
That's interesting. So tell me, what kind of companies do you usually work for? Like, what kind of talent are you looking for?
I specialize in IT technical positions.
IT. Okay, I gotcha.
Are you familiar with that field?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, my brother's in that field. I'm kind of curious. I think that's going to be a very interesting field in the next 10 years because of AI.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
Everybody in IT should be very nervous because AI is going to replace
So you think the coder will be replaced by AI, by machine?
definitely. Absolutely. Coders, most of them are going to be replaced by AI machines. Because
I think
coding,
the pure technical guys will be replaced maybe.
right, the
But
pure
if you
technical
are,
guys. There might be some guys that are a little bit more creative. The more creative you
yes,
are, then the more safe you are.
yes, yes, yes.
The less creative you
Every
are,
field is,
then the less safe you are. That's true for every job, in my opinion.
yeah,
In
I,
in in in,
I
in
definitely mean
right
that. That's
now,
true for
yeah,
every field, for
in
every
every field.
industry,
And this is a
every job.
headhunter, buddy. Everybody, this is a headhunter telling you that in today's market, creativity and versatility. Creativity and versatility. If you aren't creative and you aren't versatile, then you are in trouble now. Because those are two things that are the most valuable in today's market, being creative and being versatile. You can't just have one talent anymore. You have to have more than one talent.
You have to be diversified.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's why I tell people there are many English teachers. There are lots and lots of English teachers. There are not many English teachers who are also drummers. There are not many English teachers who are also drummers and also chefs. There are not many English teachers who are drummers, chefs, and speak Chinese.
That's you.
Right, that's me. There's one. so
You're very
so
special.
that's my niche. I don't have to worry as much because I feel that my skill set is very versatile and unique and that I can apply it to many things. You would not think so, right? You would think, oh, but music, how can you apply music to other things? But guess what? All of my best teaching ideas here come from music. Every good idea I have in language learning comes from my knowledge about being a musician. I look at
Do you
language
ever
learning the
do you
same
ever
as
heard
music.
and do you ever heard an old saying like you cannot put all of your eggs in one single blanket
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
basket
that's
basket.
yeah, you don't put your eggs in all in one basket. That's an idiom in English. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
right.
you have three baskets.
Yeah, that's always been me. I've always kind of been very interested in many, many different things. I'm also very interested in history. So when I was younger, I studied I studied history and I studied etymology. And etymology is the history of words. And when I was a kid, that was just something I thought was interesting. I didn't know I was going to become a teacher. I didn't know I was going to teach English. So if you need to go, you
What
can
else?
go. It's okay.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. My boyfriend is asking me
Oh, that's
what
okay.
I'm doing.
Oh. So yeah, I was just saying that when I was younger, I didn't know that those talents would be useful. I didn't know. Those were just things that I was interested in. So
Yeah.
that's why I like to say there's a famous quote from a guy named Bob Ross, and he says that talent is a pursued interest. So when you see somebody that you say, oh, they're so talented, that is a person who liked something and did it. That is all you're seeing.
Yes.
That's all you're seeing is they liked that thing and they did that thing and now they've done that thing enough that you see it and you say, wow, they're so talented. But no,
Yes,
they're no
I think the
different than
most
you.
talented guy
Right.
would be who can find things where they are interested in doing and
That's right.
insisted.
Whatever you are interested in, do that thing. If you do it
Yes,
enough, then people will start saying that you are talented.
they are talented.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works. You do it enough and people say, wow, he's so talented. You know, it's like, no, I worked hard. I worked hard. That's all it is, you know? So,
But I'm interested in what I'm doing. So
that's right. Yeah. So, all right. Well, Sophia, I'm going to let you go and see if we can get somebody else up on the stage to play the game. But it was really great to talk to you, and we learned a lot about holidays and vacations and festivals and stuff, right? So that's why we play the game. So, thank you so much for coming on my stage, and I'll see you next time then, okay?
yeah, thank you, Mark. See you
Okay, and
next time.
tell your
Have a good
boyfriend
day.
next time he has to answer a question.
Okay. Thank you. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye bye. All right. All right, how's everyone doing? Rainey says I think it's difficult to find our talents. It's not. The secret is, what are you curious about? Whatever you are curious about, curiosity is the smoke of passion. Passion is the fire. Curiosity is the smoke. Whatever you are curious about, follow that curiosity and you will find your passion. Whatever you are curious about, follow that curiosity and you will find your passion. Curiosity is the smoke of passion. Okay? Curiosity killed the cat, Ahmed. Well, maybe, but the cat had a good time before he died. Yes, Yuri, this is usually when I am online. Yeah. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Priya. All right. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Priya. I hope you feel better. Okay, who else would like to come on stage and play the game? Raise your hand and come up and spin the wheel. Come on. Raise your hand. Come. You need to practice your speaking, so raise your hand. Okay, let's talk to Daniel. Daniel, do you want to come on my stage? Nope, Daniel doesn't want to come. Okay, how about Judy Lee? Hello, Judy.
Hello.
How are you?
Mike.
Good.
Mark.
Good.
I'm fine.
Nice to
I'm
meet
nervous.
you. Don't be nervous. 不担心. 没事. It's no big deal. Are you, you're in China. Are you in Beijing? Are you in Shanghai? Where are you?
Changsha City.
Changsha. Okay. All right. All right. Good. Are you ready to play the game?
Yes.
Okay, let's play then.
What game is it?
We're going to spin the wheel and you have to answer the question. Okay, so here we go. Let's spin the wheel. It's got a misspell in there, but it says, would you rather go somewhere for your birthday or would you rather get something for your birthday? So would you rather go somewhere or get a present?
Definitely go somewhere.
Okay, why?
Actually, I just had my birthday.
Oh, okay. All right. Happy birthday.
My solar birthday, but my lunar birthday is coming soon.
Oh, yeah, that's always the fun. When you're in China, everybody, you have 2 birthdays. It's fun. You get 2 birthdays. Yeah, they have 2 different ages. It's really interesting. So, yeah. So tell me, why... If you could go anywhere then for your birthday, where would you go?
Let me think. I want to go to Xinjiang province.
Okay. All right. And what do you want to see in Xinjiang?
It's a very beautiful place. It will be autumn soon.
Autumn. It's beautiful there in autumn.
Scenery there is really nice. The trees are changing colors, and also you can see. Xinjiang is famous for how to say different kinds of food because I'm from. In China, we have 56 nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Xinjiang, there some Uyghur.
The Uyghurs, right?
Mm-hmm. Nation. Mm-hmm. People, right? They live there, and I would love to see, how their lives are like and what do they eat. The difference between.
Yeah. That's really good for you, Judy. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so important because that's one reason I do love America, Judy, because we have many different people and they're all living together. Right? Yeah. So that's one reason I like being here is because I can experience different cultures everywhere I go if I want to. If I want to, I can go to experience different cultures anywhere, right? And that's part of the interesting thing is when you meet new people from different cultures and you talk to them and you learn about them, then you start to feel more connected to them. Like they're not as different as you thought, right? When you try their food and you think, wow, this is delicious. You know, like that's why I like food, because every culture has delicious food. Every culture. It doesn't matter where. You can go anywhere in the world, and if you've never been there before and you don't know anything about their food or their culture, you still know that they must have something really delicious, right? Like, maybe you don't like everything that they have, but you know they have something they make that you're going to love, right? So that's why culture and food are so interesting, because food is so easy to like. Food is so easy to like, and food
It
is...
is, but sometimes I find, I've been to France, but when I was in France traveling, I always want to have Chinese food.
I know, but see, that's...
I go everywhere to find Chinese
Yeah,
restaurant. So
well...
it's kind of...
Yeah, I know, Judy, that's...
I don't...
You have to remember that. If you're going to go travel someplace, then you have to be willing to try the food, too. Because food is such an important part of travel, right? But, Judy, here's what I do. Here's what I do now. If I travel someplace, like let's say if I was going to France, then... yeah, I want to try French food, for sure. I absolutely want to try real French food. But I also will say, okay, let's see, do they have a good burger? Can they do a good burger here? Like, I know a good burger. I'm an American. We do burgers. Yeah. We know burgers, right? So... can they do a burger? Like, I want to find out. So I will find who has the best burger in Paris, and then I'll go there and try it and see. So it's American food. It's an American thing that I'm used to, but now I'm going to test them and see, like, how good is your burger? I want to see how good your burger really is. So if you go to Paris or you go to France next time, if you really need, I need some Chinese food. Okay, fine. Then do some research and find out where is the best Chinese food in Paris, right? Like, where is the best restaurant that they say is the best here? Then you go try it and see if it's really as good as they say.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then if
I can use that.
Right, then if you're trying that way, if you're still eating your food, you're eating your culture's food, at least you're trying it in a new way, right? You're trying a new person's view of it, right? So when I go to America, in America here, I look for... we have Chinese restaurants everywhere here. Guess what? You might not know this, but do you know what the most popular takeout food in all of America is?
Pizza.
Chinese food.
Chinese food.
American Chinese
Really?
food, but yes, Chinese food is the most popular takeout in America. It is more popular than pizza. It is more popular than burgers. Chinese food in America is the most popular food here. Now, again, it is American Chinese food. It's not the same as authentic, real Chinese food. It's different. If you've never tried it before, some of the dishes are the same,差不多, but some of them are a bit different. Right? So if you get, 宫保鸡丁就是差不多, about, 美国的中国的就是差不多的. But maybe in China is a little spicier. Maybe a little more spicy. But the flavor is about the same here, usually. But many of the other things that we get here are American-style Chinese food, which is different. It's very different. It's very yummy. But it's not the same thing as, it's not 牛肉面. It's not, tradition. It's not anything traditional. Yeah, it's not dumplings, right? It's not that. They have dumplings, you know. You can get dumplings here, but they're just not that popular. So, for example,
Understand.
do you guys know what is an egg roll?
Egg roll.
Yeah, what is an egg roll? I'm talking to Judy. Judy is a Chinese person. I just had Chinese food yesterday. I just had Chinese food yesterday here in America, right? And in America, when we get Chinese food, we always get egg rolls. But egg rolls are not a very popular thing in China. They're popular here in America, though. What is an egg
right.
roll? Yeah. They're not, that's not a thing in China. Like when I was in Taiwan, I never saw an egg roll. I never saw an egg roll anywhere. But in America, every Chinese restaurant, you get egg rolls. Yeah. Let me show you what I mean. Hold on.
看卷. That's right.
Let's see. Egg rolls. And, oh, there's another thing in American restaurants that Chinese people don't have. Fortune cookies. Fortune cookies.
Ah, I know.
You know, where you,
Ah.
right, you open it up.
Yeah, we often saw it in movies.
Right,
you know,
yeah. Every American Chinese restaurant, if you get a Chinese any Chinese food in America, they give you these little cookies. And
Yeah, you break
you
it,
break
there
it,
is
and
a-
inside there's a message.
Writing.
Yeah,
Writing
that's
something
right.
there,
Yeah.
see if
We love
you're
that.
lucky or not.
That's right. We love that in America. We love those things. So let me show you
I
the
think
egg
it's
rolls.
very creative, actually.
Me too. Yeah, I know. Like, I think this is one thing that I think you should start doing in China. I think
do.
yeah, you'll like the cookies, you know? they're yummy and they're fun. It's a fun little thing to do. Kids love it. When we get Chinese food here, every kid, they want the fortune cookie. I want the fortune cookie. I want the fortune cookie. And they open it up and read it, and it's fun, you know? So
It is.
let me show you guys. These are egg rolls, and they're very popular in America. Every Chinese restaurant, you get egg rolls, okay? And they have these in some Asian food, like Vietnamese food has spring rolls, right? Which is kind of similar, but not quite the same. This is an egg roll, everybody. Those are egg rolls. Okay?
It's fried.
They're fried. That's right. Yeah, like this. This is an egg roll. Let me show you what it looks like inside. Those are egg rolls. And you can get pork, shrimp, vegetable, whatever you want inside, usually, you know.
It's very much like Vietnamese food.
That's right. It's very
spring
much
roll.
like the Vietnamese one. That's very similar to that. But the paper, the breading is thicker. A Vietnamese spring roll is very, very thin, very, very light. These, it's a bit more thick and crispy and crunchy. Oh, look, I think I still have one. Let me go get it. I'll go get one upstairs. Hold on. All right. So I have an egg roll, and it's in my oven heating up right now. So I'm gonna eat it. for you guys. But I also have I have a fortune cookie. There's a fortune cookie right there. This is a fortune cookie. I'm going to open it and show you. So, here is a fortune cookie.
I have a question. I have a question. How long does your takeout take to get it?
That's one reason why Chinese food is so popular here. It's fast. It's the fastest food that you can buy. So, if I want to order Chinese food, I call, I order it, I get in my car, I go pick it up. It is ready when I get there. The Chinese restaurant is not too far away. It's about 5 minutes away, maybe about a 5-minute drive. Okay. And usually we just call them, and as soon as I hang up the phone, I get my keys and I go drive there. That's how long it takes. You know, Chinese food is very fast. They cook everything very, very fast. So if you call them...
They don't deliver it.
They can, yeah, but that costs more money. If I go pick it up, it doesn't cost me any more money. And it's very cheap. That's another reason why people like Chinese food in America, because, for example, the lunch special, if you buy just a lunch special, it is 1 egg roll, fried rice, and then whatever dish you order. So maybe gongbao jiding and chao fan and an egg roll. Okay? Those 3 things together is about $6 or $7 US. That's really, really cheap here. That is extremely cheap. That's about half the price of McDonald's. So that's why, we got Chinese food yesterday, and it was good, and it was yummy, and it was cheap, and it was fast. So that's why we love Chinese food here. So here is the cookie, everybody. There's my fortune cookie. I'm going to open it up here for you. And there's the fortune inside.
What did it say?
And it says, it's in English. It's in English. It says, "Don't wait for your ship to come in, swim out to it." So in English, we have an idiom, and the idiom is, "Don't wait for your ship to come in." It's a sailing idiom for sailors. When you're a sailor, if you are a sailor, you have to wait for your boat to come in. You can't, you can't be a sailor if you don't have a boat, right? So you have to wait for your boat to come in. But this is saying, don't wait for the boat to come in. Start swimming to the boat. So, it's just an idiom to try to give you some idea. And on the back it says, you have lucky numbers. Your lucky numbers are 11, 2, 34, 7, 47, and 19. I don't know what that means.
You should buy
lottery ticket. Yeah, right.
Numbers.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we do. That's right. Yeah. So these are the fortune cookies. They're, it's just like a little vanilla cookie. It's all right. Very crunchy.
I have another question. The takeout you mean there normally is like you call the restaurant and they get the food ready, then you go there to pick it up, or they deliver it to your house.
So, take out means you go pick it up. Delivery means they bring it to you. So a takeout restaurant means you can call them and you can go there, pick up the food, and take it out of the restaurant. That's what take out means. Usually when you go to a restaurant, you eat the food there at the restaurant. But take out means, I'm going to take the food out of the restaurant. So takeout does the original meaning. Before we had Uber Eats and Panda Express and, before we had the delivery services, takeout was takeout. There was no delivery. You had 2 choices. You could call them and they could deliver it, but then you have to pay the guy to deliver it, and you have to tip him, right? And that's fine. We do that sometimes, but if the place is right, it's not far away, and it's very easy to go, so I just go get it. It's not hard, and it's very fast and cheap, and then it's even cheaper. I save money, right? So, yeah.
Matt, may I know how much expensive or how much cheaper compared to, for us in China, we most do deliveries.
Right. Okay.
Such
Yeah.
as at nighttime.
Yeah.
At nighttime here, Chinese people, we like not snack. Even
Right.
when it's 1 a.m. in
Right.
the night.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Probably we just order
Yeah.
on the app and they deliver it to you.
Yeah.
It's
No.
probably like 4 to 5 RMB.
Right. So we don't do that. Most American cities are not that big, and therefore what that means is like my city. My city is Cincinnati, Ohio, okay? If you live in Cincinnati, Ohio, there is almost nothing to eat after 12 o'clock at night. Almost nothing. Nothing to eat. Everything is closed. Everything is closed everywhere. If you live in Chicago or New York City, maybe there they have lots of things that are open late at night. But if you live in most American cities, no. Most American cities, things are closed after 9 or 10. 9 or 10 p.m. That's it. Then nothing is open anymore. Yeah, I'm a musician. That's one thing that we hate because we work at night. So when we get done working, we're hungry and we want food. But all my musician friends, that's one thing we've always complained about because, yeah, we get done working and there's nothing open now, especially after COVID. After COVID, it's even worse. Before COVID, there were still some things open late at night, but now, no, there's nothing open anymore. And yeah, Judy, when I lived in Taiwan for 4 years, and that was, yeah, you could call and order anything anytime, and it was cheap, and they brought it on a scooter, and it was very fast, and it wasn't very expensive to do that. But in America, it's expensive. I mean, the food is expensive, and then ordering it is expensive, and then tipping is expensive. It's just expensive. So here's another big difference between American culture and Chinese culture. At least when I lived in Taiwan, most people did not cook their food at home. Most people, they ordered food.
Really?
Yeah. Almost everybody in Taiwan, they just ordered food. They never cooked at home. Why? Because it was cheaper and quicker and faster and easier. I lived in Taichung, okay, Taichung, Taiwan, and I could go down outside my building and there were a million little restaurants everywhere right nearby. There were a million of them and they, so it was really easy to get food, right? Any of those places, you could find lots of little snacks, like you said, little snacks. But in America, no, we don't have that. I miss that. I used to love that I could eat late at night and I could order snacks and the night markets were great, We don't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that. Yep.
I think in the mainland China, it's different.
Most
families.
Yeah.
We cook at home.
Well, that's good.
Sometimes we can bring the food to workplace. So such as I cook at night. Then I keep in my refrigerator.
And then you take it to work.
I bring it to the company.
Right. That's what we do in America too.
Yeah.
That's what we do in America too. We make our food at home mostly because it's cheaper to buy food from the grocery store and then cook it. But in Taiwan, so for example, Judy, I remember when I first got there and I was looking for an apartment, and I cook. I love to cook. So I wanted a kitchen. And in America, every apartment has a kitchen. Even if it's a very small apartment, it has a kitchen. But in Taiwan, if you're getting a 1-bedroom apartment, almost all of them don't have kitchens. No kitchen at all. Nothing. Why? Because most people who live in a 1-bedroom apartment there, they don't cook. They just go get takeout for everything. There's takeout everywhere. It's cheap. It's fast. It's easy. That's what they do. They just get takeout everywhere. So I had to try hard to find an apartment with a tiny little kitchen in it. And it was small, but it was great. But that was something new to me. I thought, wow, this is crazy. Wait, people don't have kitchens here? Like what? I thought, whoa, that's weird. I didn't ever think about that. Yeah.
Probably the place that you've been living. It's more like many companies there and more office ladies, office people. They they work so much every day. They are so tired. They don't want to.
That's right.
Cook.
In Taiwan, that's kind of how it is. In Taiwan, people are busy. People are busy and they don't have time to cook, so, here's what I'll say, Judy. In Taiwan, it's that way in the cities. So if you live in Taipei, if you live in Taichung, if you live in Kaohsiung, if you live in any of the big cities, then that's how it is. If you live in the country, then I'm sure you cook. If you live close to the farms, then I'm sure you probably just go to the market and cook, it just depends. If you have a big family, I think people who have families, they cook. But if you don't have a big family, then most of them, they just order takeout. Yeah. So anyway, Judy.
Takeout is actually not very healthy.
That's right. It's not. Yeah. So when I was living in Taiwan, I got fat. I got fat because I loved the food. It was all delicious. But I tell people, Taiwan is a wonderful place, but don't go there if you're on a diet. Because the food is too yummy and it's not healthy. It's delicious, but it's not healthy. I mean, lots of noodles and rice and lots, hot pot. I love hot pot. But it's hot pot could be healthy. But when I see people eat hot pot, it's not healthy. They're eating a ton of food. Like every time I see people go to hot pot, they're eating a mountain of food. It doesn't matter how healthy. Yeah, it's too much, So it might be like the way you cook it is kind of healthy, but if you're overeating, it's still not healthy. Right? So that's the problem. That's right. I loved hot pot, but man, it's like all you can eat. Many of the hot pot restaurants are all you can eat, right? You pay, $20 or something, and then you can eat all day. No, not 2 hours, right? Do they do that in Taiwan? In China, in mainland? Do you have a time limit?
It depends.
Sometimes
depends on what kind of restaurant you go.
Yeah.
Mostly they charge you by the food, how much food you get.
But sometimes they do a time limit. Like all you can eat time limit. Like that's how it was in Taiwan, where there were many restaurants where you could go, hot pot restaurants, where you could go pay maybe $20 or $25, something like that, about that much money. And you could eat as much as you want, but only 2 hours or maybe an hour and a half. And that's it.
I've never tried one, but I would love to, because that would be much cheaper for me.
Right. Yeah, right.
I had a hot pot with my family yesterday, and It's very expensive.
Yeah, I know. Right. So that's another thing that was new for me. We don't have time limits in America to eat. You eat as long as you want to eat, however long it takes you, right? But when you're there, it's on your receipt. They show you, it's a time stamp, and you say, okay, you have 2 hours. I thought that was fun. It's like
That's something new to me.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's like, okay, 2 hours. Let's see how much can I eat in 2 hours, Yeah.
Sometimes it makes you eat more because
right,
you want
right.
to eat the money back.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I saw all the time was I saw people eating too much food. Too much. They talk about Americans, and you're right. Americans, we do eat too much. And if you go to an American restaurant, when you order food and they bring it to you, you will be shocked because they give you too much. They give you too much. In Taiwan, when I would order food for dinner, they give you enough for one person to eat. In America, they give you enough for 10 people on one plate. It's too much food, right? So Americans do eat too much all the time. We do. But I saw in Taiwan, I saw plenty of people eat like that. But it was like at a hot pot restaurant. Like I said, like all you can eat. And it's just like you said, they want to get their money. It's their money. So they're trying to eat as much as they can. Yeah. That's what it is. It's a fun experience, though. It's like we have buffet restaurants in America, right? Where you can go and same thing, you pay $20 or $30 and you can eat as much as you want. But it's not healthy.
Buffet is mostly very expensive here. That's why they let you eat anything you want.
Right. Yeah. So in America, the buffets, most restaurant buffets in America are cheap and not very good quality. There's only one city. We have one city in America where they have buffets, and the buffets are amazing. They're incredible. That city is Las Vegas. If you go to Las Vegas, yeah, if you go to Las Vegas, that's the city that has all
How much does it cost?
I think, well, it depends on what buffet you go to. Buffets are different price, but usually I think it's about $50 US, somewhere about that much. But Judy, for $50, it is amazing how much food they have at these buffets in Las Vegas. They have every kind of food in the world. So if you want Chinese food, they have it. If you want Greek food, they have it. If you want Japanese food, they have it. If you want Brazilian food, they have it. Whatever you want at these buffets, they have it. It's crazy.
Is it because that the casino people, they come from all over the world to go there?
Well,
so they provide you.
So here's the reason why. Yeah, Las Vegas is a very famous city. People go there mostly for gambling, right? They have a lot of gambling in there. So how do they keep you happy and keep you there? They give you lots of food. So the buffets are cheap, and they keep the people coming there, and they keep them at the casino, right? So you go to the casino to gamble, and then you go eat, and then you go gamble, then you go eat, then you go gamble, then you go eat. So yeah, the buffets in Las Vegas are designed to try to keep you there spending money on the gambling. Yeah.
Well, I've heard before that there are special bus for Chinese overseas from Chinatown, or they pick them, pick the customers to go to casinos, mostly for elder people Have you heard of that?
Yes. So yes, there are buses. Yeah, there are lots of tour buses that take people to Las
Free
Vegas.
buses.
Free buses? I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I've never heard about that. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not sure about that. But put it this way, Judy, you don't really have to try hard to get people to go to Las Vegas and spend money. Las Vegas is, everyone wants to go there. It's got all these lights and it's this crazy, really amazing looking city that's very flashy and incredible. So you don't have to try very hard to get people to waste money there. They call it Sin City. To sin means to do bad things. Yeah, to do bad things. And so they call Las Vegas Sin City because it's a city of gambling and eating too much food and drinking, and it's a city of vice. Vice means doing bad things.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why there are some people who don't want to live there because it's too dangerous for them to live there. Like, there are too many risks there, you know? Like, I wouldn't want to live there because it's too easy to do too many naughty things. Yeah. So anyway, Judy. Well,
whatever you can think of, they have everything that you can think of.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. That's what they try to make Vegas. Vegas is a place where you go and you can do anything you want there. You can get anything you want if you have enough money.
But it's all legal, yeah? It's all legal.
Judy, I will say that there are illegal things that happen in Las Vegas. Of course, there are illegal things that happen, just like there are illegal things that happen in every other city in the world. But yes, the gambling, if you go to Las Vegas to gamble, it is legal. It is not illegal. That is legal gambling. You are allowed to. It's not illegal. You're allowed to gamble there. But there are some places where you're not, right? So if you live in this state, then you're not allowed to gamble. But if you live in this state, you are. Every state in America, we have different rules, right? In some states, they like gambling because that means a lot of that gives them a gambling. Why do we let gambling happen here? Because we can tax it. And if we tax it, then we can use that money to build roads and schools and all those kinds of things. So yeah, you spend your money on gambling and that's not good. But we will use that money for good things.
I understand.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Monaco.
Yeah,
Europe,
that's right. Yeah.
They are also famous for casinos.
You mean
I've been to there.
You mean Macau? Macau.
No, Monaco.
Oh, Monaco.
Europe,
Monaco. Yeah. Monaco. Yeah. That's okay.
So
Monaco.
I've been to there.
That's right. I have never been there, but yes, you're right. That's exactly right. Monaco is also famous for the same kind of thing, like gambling and that kind of thing. Right.
I've heard that they are so popular. They are famous for casinos, but they don't allow, people from Monaco.
Monaco, yeah.
Monaco.
Yeah.
The citizens from Monaco to gamble, it's illegal for them.
Yeah, how funny is that?
The local people.
Right, the local people, not allowed.
Yeah.
That's funny, isn't it? That's really funny. Yeah. Yeah, the local people, we don't let you do it. But if you're not from here, sure, let's take your money.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but Macau is also another city that's also famous for
Yeah.
gambling and casinos and things like that. Yeah. So same kind of thing. Yeah,
Mm.
Macau and Las Vegas and Monaco, those are all very similar places where these are cities of vice. Vice is a word
Yeah.
that means, kind of bad things, whatever kind of negative bad things like gambling or crime or anything like that. Those are vices. Anything that's not good for you
Yeah.
or not supposed to be good for your behavior, that's a vice.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've learned this word from you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So, Judy, I'm going to ask you one more question. Let's play the game one more time, okay? Let's get one more question up here. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Let's do. Here we go. Spin it. Tell us about a real life situation where you stood up for someone or something. So, what does stand up for something it mean? To stand up for something or to stand up for someone. It means if you see, like maybe you have a little brother or a little sister, and you see somebody is picking on your little brother or sister. There's a bully, and they're picking on your little brother or sister, and you stand up and you say, "Hey, that's my little brother, my little sister. Don't pick on them, or you're going to have a problem with me." That's what we call standing up for someone.
I want to talk about two things
Okay?
about this question.
Okay?
One thing is that I was just graduated from university that time, and I went to interview to look for a job that day. Uh, it's probably 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was wearing high heels, um, office lady
Mm-hmm.
clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw a thief. Actually, it's not one; it's three thieves.
Mm.
They are trying to steal something from a grandma that passed by.
Mm.
They are walking in front of me. At that time in Changsha, there are so many thieves everywhere,
Mm.
and well, I was struggling in my heart. If I should want that lady, somebody is trying to steal from your bag.
Mm.
After a while, I scream out that somebody is trying to I just
Yeah, yeah.
call her grandma,
Mm.
you pick, you dropped something or what,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
trying to remind her, and she found out. Then those three men, they was looking at me all the time with a very how to say.
You can say they were looking at you with a cold stare. Cold
Yeah,
stare.
cold
Or
stare.
you can say they were
Cold
giving
stare.
me a dirty look. A
A dirty
dirty
look.
look. A
Yeah,
dirty look or a cold stare. A dirty look is when
a cold
somebody
stare.
did something that you don't like and you go, right?
Yeah,
That's a
they do.
or
They,
or yeah, a cold stare is when someone does something and you look at them like,
yeah, they
like
they
you're
they
upset.
gave me a cold stare with dirty,
Dirty look.
dirty what?
Yeah, dirty look. A dirty
Dirty
look or a
look.
cold stare. Yeah.
And one of the guys, he has a life,
Mhm.
trying to follow me all the way, and I was wearing high heels. I was
Wow.
so scared.
Yeah.
In the end, I was calling a taxi.
Mm.
I went. I I go to the middle of the road to grab a taxi so I can get rid of them. I was so scared.
Well, good for you for standing up, though, because it's, that's what you need to do. You got to protect grandma, right? And one more thing, there's the word thief. Thief is one, right? So if you have one, you could say thief. If there are more than one, then you say thieves. Thieves.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's Thieves. Thieves. Yeah. Thieves. So one thief, many thieves.
Many thieves.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. Good. Yeah, you got it. All right. So, Judy, that was great. And thank you for coming on my stage. I'm going to let you go and see if I can get one more person up on here. But thank you so much. Okay. And I'll talk to you next time, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. So, I think we have time for at least one more person. Tommy says I talked too long to her. Well, Tommy, sometimes if the conversation is going well, then I keep going. I don't want to stop somebody if we're having a good conversation, right? You are welcome, Judy. It was my pleasure. So who else would like to come up and talk with me? Let's see. Let's get Edgar. Edgar in Costa Rica, I believe. Edgar, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Edgar. How are you?
Fine, Mark. Thank you.
Yes, nice to meet you, my friend. You're in Costa Rica, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Edgar, can you wait for just 1 minute? I forgot that I need to go get my egg roll upstairs. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my egg roll, and then I'll be back to play the game with you, okay? Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that, Edgar. I just wanted to show everybody. This is an egg roll, everyone. This is what an egg roll looks like from a Chinese restaurant here. And I'll take a bite so you guys can see what it looks like.
That sound so good.
Crunchy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yummy. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's very yummy.
I want another one for me.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had a bunch of them for everybody. Man, very crispy. I mean, Edgar, if you fry a shoe, it will taste good. I mean, anything fried tastes good,
Oh yeah. In general, the fried food is wonderful.
It's not healthy for you, but it tastes good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taste is spicy better.
I love spicy. Better. Yeah. This is not spicy. This is just crunchy. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Edgar, are you ready to play the game?
Yes.
All right, great. Here we go. Oh, we already answered this one. Let's do a different question. Let's try a different question here. How about this one? Who in your family are you the most like? Who are you the most like? That means, who are you the most similar to? Are you the most similar to your mom or your dad or your grandfather or your uncle? Who are you just like in your family?
Oh, I like my father.
Okay.
My father is dead. Eight years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I am.
So tell me how are you similar to your father?
Yes, I'm similar to my father because my father was a person that don't like speak so much. He's a silent person, but she was some love, but by all his family. I am a beginner is speaking English. I am learning right now. I need to practice so much because found the words is difficult to me.
So Edgar, so when your father would speak, would you say that he was very careful about the words he chose? Like when he would speak, he would only say a few words, but he would just use very careful words.
Okay.
Is that what you would? Is that what you think? He was like that?
Okay, I tried.
So if he's like that, then you can use this word. The word is laconic. Laconic is a word in English that means a person who doesn't speak very much. And when they do speak, they only use a very few words. So I am not laconic. I am not laconic at all. I speak a lot. I use a lot of words. But maybe you know somebody who doesn't speak very much. But when they do speak, they only say a few very important words. And that's all. That is laconic. To be laconic means to speak with very few words.
The word is laconic.
Laconic, yeah. So you could say, my father was a very laconic man. That means he was a man who didn't speak very much, or if he did speak, he would only use a few words. He didn't say too much. He would only use a few words. Is it, and YJ says, is that a bad word or a bad meaning? No, it's a good meaning, I think, usually. It means somebody is very careful with their words, and they just don't talk too much. They just don't talk too much. Yeah. So if you just know somebody who's just a bit more careful with their words and they don't talk very much, then they are laconic. What is the opposite of laconic? I think I would say talkative. Talkative would be, yeah, if you are a talkative person, then that is the opposite of laconic. Okay? Like, let me see in my thesaurus. Or maybe, okay, talkative is maybe not quite the right word. There are two other words we use. Sometimes we say, you're very long-winded. Long-winded means you could have just said a few words, but you said a lot. Right? Okay. So if you could say something very short, but you just keep going on and on and on and on and on, then you are long-winded. That's the opposite of laconic. Okay? Or another word we use sometimes is wordy. Too wordy. If you are too wordy. Yeah, if you're too wordy, that just means you use too many words. Yeah, you use too many words. You could have said that with fewer words. If you're too wordy, then you're just using too many words. You don't need that many words. You could say fewer. Okay? Belen said, can I say chatty? Chatty is more like talkative. Chatty and talkative and gabby. Those words, chatty, talkative, and gabby, those words mean a person who likes to talk. So my mother is very talkative. I am a very talkative person also. Yeah, you could say chatty also. Chatty and gabby. Chatty and gabby, I think those words sometimes might have a little bit of a negative meaning. Sometimes when we say somebody is chatty or gabby, maybe we're trying to say like they talk too much. You know, like my students, I'm a teacher, so maybe my students, I'll say, hey, don't be so chatty. That means I'm teaching. You can't talk when I'm teaching, So, yeah, or a chatterbox. Chatterbox is a good one. That's not one we use very much anymore, but yes, a chatterbox means a person who talks a lot. That's a slang term that means a person who talks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
No problem. No problem, Edgar. So, Edgar, let's try one more, all right? Let's play the game one more time and see what our next question is. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Edgar, do you make friends easily, or do you find it difficult to make new friends?
Oh, no. For me, it's easy.
Okay.
I have so many friends, co-workers, neighbor.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Edgar. Do you think it gets harder to make friends as you get older?
No, because if you are a good person, you ever can find good person for friendship.
So if you're a good person, then you can find other good people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just a few days ago, I see all my classmates the 85 graduation.
Oh, wow. Wow. That must be fun.
Yes, 33 years ago. And just a few days ago, we are all together.
Wow. Sounds interesting. Was it fun?
In a party, yes.
Yeah.
I remember all my classmates when we are young people.
So
and now,
how many people came back? Most of them?
20 or 22.
Okay. So how many people were in your class total? How many people were in your class total?
35 people.
Oh, okay. So 22 or 25, that's pretty good. That's most of them. Most of them came back.
Yeah. I live in Costa Rica. Someone live in United States, another live in Guatemala, another live in Mexico, and we have the opportunity to be all together, and it was a pretty time, and it was wonderful opportunity to see them.
Yeah, when my parents went to school, I feel like a long time ago, I feel like when you went to school and then you graduated, most people, they still stayed close to their home. But now I feel like the people who I went to school with, some of them are all over the world now. I talked to one of my old girlfriends. She's in Scotland now. And, I have all these friends who live all over the world now. And it's so funny because it used to be that when you graduated from school, you still lived close to where you live, like where you come from. But now many people, the world is the world. That's one thing I love about. We're now reaching a point where we all understand that we live on the same planet. We live on the same planet, so you should travel it and you should look at it. You should learn about the planet you live on.
It's a small place in the universe.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it really is. You think it's a big place, but it's not. It's a really small place. Yeah, we are all living on one little rock in space. We're living on one little rock.
If you think about that, in few hours, you can be in everywhere
Right?
place in the planet.
Yeah.
A few hours.
Right. And right now, Edgar, I'm here in America and I'm talking to you in Costa Rica. And I was just talking to somebody in China. It's crazy. We're able to talk to people so easily now and see people so easily now and interact. When I was a boy and when you were a boy, we couldn't do this.
I am right now learning English just for this reason. I want and I like talk with people around the world.
Right. Yeah.
And
And
now,
English is what we call a lingua franca. Lingua franca. It means a common language that,
yes,
yeah, so English is kind of the world language now. If you go someplace, so Edgar, if I go to China, can I find somebody who speaks Spanish? Sure, of course I can. But would it be easier to find someone who speaks English?
okay.
Yes, right? Yeah. So every country you go to, you can find people who speak every language, but it's always easiest to find people who speak English. Right?
Yeah. It's easier find people that speak English
Right.
around the world.
That's right. Yeah. That's why we call that a lingua franca. Lingua franca means common language. Yeah.
I want tell to you one thing. Uh, Costa Rica is a country everybody love the soccer. One player soccer of Costa Rica was contract to play in China. But this player soccer don't speak anything Chinese. When he arrived to China, he can't talk with anyone.
Right.
When they arrive and take get a train to the Shanghai, I think Shanghai, he was sitting in the train and he was so
Scared.
scared
Uh-huh.
because he don't know what to do, and so he called someone by phone, and when and he can see another people sit next to him. And his guy see can see he and the other guy can speak Spanish too.
Oh, no kidding.
And
Really? He spoke Spanish too.
lucky man. He has a lucky. He was in this moment very lucky because the other person can speak Spanish and help
That's great. Helped him. Yeah, that's great.
help him to
Edgar, can you wait for just 1 second? I'm so sorry. Somebody is at my door. I need to go just really quickly. I'll be right back, and then you tell the rest of your story to my audience here, and I'll be right back. Okay?
okay. And so he was a lucky man in this moment because can found another people that speak Spanish like them. This sound is my pet Nala.
Okay. Sorry about that, Edgar. I'm back.
Don't
Okay.
worry, Mark. Don't worry.
All right. Well, Edgar, it is about 11:19, and I'm gonna probably need to get going here soon. But would you like to ask me anything while you're here? Do you have any questions for me about English or anything that you want to work on or problems you're having?
No, Mark. Only say to you, thank you. You are a great person and help so much um and help so much people around the world. Thank you,
So
Mark.
many people, you can say. So many people.
So many people around the world. It's good. See you and talk to you, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edgar, and it's really nice to meet you too. Make sure you follow and come back and see me again, okay?
I always try to be here.
Thank you so much, Edgar. I appreciate that. Thank you. Take care, my
Okay.
friend. I'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, Mark.
Bye bye. All right. Well, okay, I think we have time for one more. I think we have time for one more person to come on stage and play the game. So, who else would like to come and play the game? Raise your hand if you want to come. Let's see. We have Dami. Is it Dami? I think Dami is in. Hello, Dami.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
And Dami, you're in. Is that Turkmenistan?
No, it's Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. I'm
We have
sorry.
talked before. If you remember.
Oh, yes, I do remember you now. Yes, okay, yes. All right. And how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. Okay, are you ready to play the game?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a hard one. Would you rather live for 1 week in the future or 1 week in the past? That's a hard question.
What past and what future?
Your future, right? So would you rather
Yeah.
to live 1 week in your future or 1 week in your past?
In any past,
Well, yeah.
can we?
Sure.
Can we choose?
Yeah, you
Huh.
can choose.
I would say past.
Okay. And why?
And why? Because I think childhood.
So you want
I
to go
would
back
live
to your childhood?
Yes, again.
Ah, okay. Why?
Not childhood and teenager, high school days.
Ah, but you
Yeah.
only have 1 week. You can only have 1 week.
That's enough for me.
Okay, that's
would
enough.
be
Okay,
cool.
so if you had to choose 1 week in your past, would you like to be a teenager or a high school student, or what age would you prefer? What do you think?
I would say teenager, not teenager. The ages between 14 and 20. That's
14 and
teenager,
20.
right?
Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, 13 and 20 is any teen age. 13 means any number
Teen.
that has
Yes,
teen
yes,
in it,
right,
right?
right.
So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
That makes sense.
Those are all the teenage years. Yeah. So 13 to 19 is what we call teenage. But really, that's not a very, we don't really care. Like if you're 12, that's close enough. Like if you say you're 12, you're not a teenager, but really, come on, is there really any difference between a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old? Not really.
No.
Not really, right? Yeah. So, yeah, teenage is kind of a general term, but it is supposed to mean 13 to 19. Okay? All right. Let's try another question, shall we? All right.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's spin it.
I live in the future and I can see the flying cars.
Well, you would hope so, Dami, but, when I was a boy, they were talking about flying cars, and they still don't have flying
No, I'm
cars,
reading
really.
The comments.
So, yeah. No, it's the comments. That's right. You would like to see the flying cars? Well, we have them now. Believe it or not, they already do have flying cars. There are flying cars right now. But
For me, I've seen enough.
yeah, I know,
for
right?
me,
Yeah,
flies.
I don't really care about flying cars anymore. But the problem is that flying cars are never really going to happen, I don't think, because
Me too.
it will be too crazy. Have you ever seen the movie Back to the Future? There's an old movie in America called Back to the Future. It's a very famous movie. Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. There's really good movies. So you should watch them. But in those movies, there are some scenes where they have flying cars flying around. But it looks crazy. I mean, think about it.
I think I've watched it.
Right, right now, we already have enough crazy trouble with airplanes.
Yeah, right?
Can you imagine if everyone had a
I don't
flying
think
car?
after 100 years it will be.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think in 100 years. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that, I think we will
We
have,
went back to the past.
I think that we'll probably learn how to do teleportation before we do flying cars. Teleportation.
What is that?
Teleportation. Tele means across, and port means like a door. Okay, so teleport means like, do you know when you see those science fiction movies where they just they go and then they're gone and then now they're on the spaceship. That's teleportation. That's where
Yes, I got it.
yeah, so I think that will happen before flying cars do.
I think it will be the telephones and the what it called.
Teleportation?
No, the things. These things, the things like technologies, it will be gone.
You think all technology will be gone in the future?
Yes, like oil and gas and
Oh.
everything related.
Well, that's true.
We will be like back the past.
Oh, so you think that we're going to, like, it'll be like an extinction event, like the dinosaurs?
Yeah, not that old, but yeah, like 500 or 100 years ago, like that situation.
I see. Interesting. Well, let's
You
hope
see that?
not.
The power
I hope
Please,
I hope not. We'll see. I hope not.
I hope not
Yeah.
that too, but I see the facts.
I know. Well, the world is definitely in a very difficult place. We're in a very tough place, but that's why I think what we're doing right here is very important, okay? Because what we are doing right here, people, we are learning English. Yes, we are. But no, that's not all we're doing. What we are doing here is we are learning about each other. That's what we're really doing here, okay? We're talking about English, sure, but we talk about a lot of things here, don't we? We talk about a lot of things. You know, I ask you questions about, do you like cats or dogs? Why do I ask you, do you like cats or dogs? I ask you that because people are people all around the world. We are all the same. So, if you go to China, there are some people who like cats and some people who like dogs and some people who don't like either. If you go to Japan, there are some people who like cats and some people who like dogs and some people who don't like either. If you go to America, there are some people who like cats and some people who like dogs and some people who don't like either. So what I am doing here is I'm trying to show you that there are people are people. People are people. People are people. And we all live on the same planet, and we're all just learning that we're not that different from each other. We're not that different from each other. You think you're different from me, but you're not really. You're not really that different. Okay? So, Dami, do you want to answer one more question?
Okay.
Okay, let's play one more time. All right. Let's see. Resume. Spin it. Okay. What is a big favor that you have done for a friend, or, if you want, a big favor that a friend has done for you? So tell us about a favor that you've done for somebody else, or tell us about a big favor that somebody did for you.
It doesn't come in my mind.
Well, think about
I
it.
don't remember.
Have you ever tried to really help somebody? Or has anybody ever really helped you with something important?
Yes.
Okay, like what?
Like what? Giving information about something.
Okay.
A lot of things.
All right.
They don't know. From my experience, like it's simple for me, but it wasn't simple for them. Like ticket.
A ticket for what?
Yeah. For bus
Oh.
transportation.
Okay. All right. Okay. So somebody bought you a ticket?
Yes. No, I bought it.
Oh, you bought a ticket for somebody. Okay, yeah. Right. That's a good example, right? That's a favor. That's a favor you might do for somebody. Right.
And for language in this application.
What about this application?
No, for languages, if they don't understand something, I will translate for them.
Ah, so many times you try to help people here if they don't understand something.
But not money.
Ah, okay. Well, sometimes it's good still. It's good still.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good. That's good. See, this is why we play the game, because these are questions that nobody has ever asked you before. So now you have to think about, how can I answer this? How can I use my English? Do I know how to use my English to answer that question? Right? You know, I'm asking you things that nobody has ever asked you before. You know, do you like cats or dogs? Nobody asks you that, right? You know? Right. So that's what we do here is we try to practice your English and using a language, everybody, when you're speaking any language, doesn't matter what language you're speaking. Speaking a language is an art because you have to try to think about what words you can use to describe something. And there are many different words you could use. There's not just one choice. There are always many, many, many choices, right? So, this is a situation where I'm asking you a question and you want to answer, but you don't know how. So you have to try to find the answer. You have to try to figure out, what words do I know that I can use to give him an answer. That is a creative way to use your English. And that is when you're really learning. Okay, so don't ask yourself questions that you already know the answer to. Find questions that you don't know the answer to, like these, and then try to answer them and see if you can with English. Do you have the ability to answer these kinds of questions in English? If you don't, now you know what you need to study. Right?
Right.
So, okay, Dami. So, do you have any other questions for me or anything else you would like to say today?
Till now, no.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on my stage, and make sure you follow and come back and see me again, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Take care, Dami.
Bye.
All right. I'm almost done with my coffee. It's just about time to be over here. All right, let me check the comments here. Did I miss anything in the comments? Dan. Dan wants to know, what do I mean when I say people are people? Let me think about my answer. Dan, 美国人他们是外星人吗？日本人他们是外星人吗？巴西人他们是外星人吗？墨西哥人他们是外星人吗？不是。人是人，这是一样的，差不多的。It doesn't matter where you're from. People are people. That's what I mean. Okay? You are welcome. All right, everybody. It's almost time for me to go. Let me check something here. I don't know why this is not working anymore. It's weird. Anyway. Okay. IDOS90, I don't know what you're asking me. Where are you supposed to answer the questions categorized into description, past experience? Huh? Should you prepare scripts or just answer in an improvised way? You should always try to improvise if you can. Oh, for an oral exam. Okay, so listen, everybody. Language. There are two ways to look at language. One is recitation. Recitation means memorizing something that you need to say exactly the way you want to say it. Okay, like you're learning lines for a movie. That's recitation. But recitation is not the highest form of language. Recitation is really not a very high form of language at all. Because if someone changes the question just a little bit, now you're in trouble. So, if you practice a recited answer, that answer will only work if they give you that exact question. But what if they change the question? Now your recitation won't work. So, yeah, you should always try to use improvised language whenever you can. Okay? Masa, how to improve your grammar. You need to get a grammar book. Do you have a grammar book? Get a grammar book. What grammar book should you get? I use two. One is called English Grammar in Use. That is a very famous book. It's good, but I also don't like it because it's not good. It's very difficult, that book. So it has all of the answers, but they're not easy to understand. That's why I use another book. I used that book also, Basic English Grammar by Saddleback Publishing. I like that book a lot better because this book is easy to understand. This book is not boring and really dry. English Grammar in Use is an expensive book, but it's not well written. It's not well written. A well-written book is a book that is easily understood. English Grammar in Use is not easily understood. Okay? Yes, grammar books make you tired. Yes, that's because grammar sucks. Nobody likes grammar, Masa. Nobody likes grammar. Everyone hates grammar. I hate grammar. It sucks. But you need some of it. You need it. You need to understand it. Masa, grammar is just the rules. Okay, those are the rules. And here is how life works. When you learn the rules, now you know the rules, now you can break the rules. So that's how grammar works. We learn the rules so that we can break them. If you don't know the rules, then what you do is wrong if you don't do it correctly. If you know the rules and you do it, it's not wrong, it's your choice. Do you understand? So if I say, yeah, that ain't cool, that ain't cool. Ain't is not a correct word. Ain't is not a word at all. I know that. I know ain't is not a correct word. It's not a proper word. But because I know it's not a word, that's why I can use it. I'm allowed to break the rule because I know the rule. If you don't know the rule, you're just ignorant. If you know the rule, you're stylish. So if you don't know the rules and you break the rules, you're ignorant. But if you know the rules and you break the rules, you're just stylish. All right? Ido says, I noticed that many native speakers throw their main points in at the beginning. When I speak, do I always pay attention to whether I speak logically? I try to, yeah. I'm a teacher. That's kind of important. If I'm not speaking logically, then you won't understand me. Right? Yeah. Maria says grammar is difficult but necessary. I agree. But it's not always important. So grammar is necessary, but grammar is not always important, right? So what I mean is, if you're at work, grammar is important. If you're at school, grammar is important. If you're taking a test, grammar is important. But if you're not taking a test and you're not at school and you're not at work, then no, I don't really care about your grammar. And here's the best thing about grammar, everybody. Guess what? Everyone hates grammar. Everyone hates grammar. So that means that if you speak and your grammar is not perfect, no one cares because they hate grammar too. Do you understand that? If you make a mistake with grammar, nobody cares because they hate grammar too. Okay? Lillian, you're late again, Lillian. I'm just ending right now. We're just about to end. Lillian, you're too late. Where were you, Lillian? I've been here for 2 hours. Okay. Lillian, I'm sorry, but next time, okay? Next time. I have to go right now. But next time, I promise, okay? All right. So please, if you didn't follow already, please hit the follow button. I have about, what is it now? Let me see. How many followers do I have? I have 53,952 followers. 53,952. And that's great, but I need more. Okay? I need a lot more followers. So if you like me and you like my teaching, then please support me. This is my job. This is what I care about. This is what I do. So if you like me and you like my help, then please support me, help me, promote me, tell people about me. Okay? Tell people about me. Tanya says, everyone cares when you make grammar mistakes in Russian. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry about that, Tanya. But in America, there are people who will correct you. But if you ask those people, do you like grammar? They'll say no. They don't like grammar either. I think that the number of people that like grammar on this planet is maybe 1%. 1% of the people on the planet like grammar. Okay? So I don't worry about them too much. Okay, so everybody, I need to go. I need to go get some lunch, and I need to start working on my book again. I'm working on my book. Would you like to see? Let me show you. 1 second here. Take a look. My book is coming. Chapter 1, Be a Language Warrior. Chapter 2, The Purpose of Language. Chapter 3, Embarrassment is Your Enemy. Chapter 4, The Best Way to Learn is Every Way. Okay? And I'm going to do Chapter 5 here right now. Right after I eat lunch, I'm going to write Chapter 5, Build Your Mountain of Learning. Okay? The book is coming. It is coming. I promise. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for following. I will see you guys. I think I will be here tomorrow. I think I might be busy tomorrow. I might be too busy, so I might not be able to have a live stream tomorrow. But I'm going to try. Okay? Where can we see the book? You can't see it at all yet, Dan, because I haven't finished it yet. But once I finish it, I will publish it, and then I will tell you where you can buy it. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for following. Thank you for participating. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening wherever you are in the world. And don't forget to be a language warrior. You're not allowed to be shy. You are not allowed to be shy if you want to learn a language. Okay? All right, everyone. I'll see you guys next time. I might be back tomorrow. But if I'm not back tomorrow, then I will see you on Saturday for sure. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.